few weeks I plan to be doing a series which I call Top 10 Things I Want to See. Now, I got this idea from Brightness Katie Read something. I'll put a photo of her channel here where she did top 10 things she wants to see in the Percy Jackson Disney Plus series, which is what I'll be doing, which is one of the videos I'll be doing pretty much over the next 3 weeks. I'll be doing top 10 things I want to see in Percy Jackson, top things I want to see in Lucifer Season 5, and top 10 things I want to see in the next season of Doctor Who. Now, most of them I try and keep realistic, but some of them are just flat out reaches. Now, I was going to follow the hype of the Percy Jackson, but this isn't just a Percy Jackson channel, so today I'm going to do Lucifer Season 5. No, you know what? No, let's do Percy Jackson. This week's going to be Percy Jackson, next week it's going to be Lucifer, then it's going to be Doctor Who. So, we're going to do Percy Jackson, and the main reason I'm doing this is because it's my version of pretty much what this YouTube channel has already done. Anyway, let's get into the rest of the video. So, number one, we have a very basic one. Get actors the right age, or roughly the right age. Of course, the gods, you can pretty much go with anything. I know they look younger, but they don't look like kids. They're not kids, them things. That's why I've done that and haven't cast any of the young people, because they have to be around 12. Come on. In the first book, The Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson is 12 years old. Annabeth is around 12, maybe 13 years old. Luke, he's older, so I'm assuming he's around, 16, maybe? Not fully sure on that. But he's older, right? He's a few years older, right? Grover. Now, Grover's the one where you can have, say, someone 14, 15 playing him, because he looks older than them, but he also looks their age, because he's 28, but that's half the years, so he's 12. So he's 24. You get it. He's a satire, so he's half the age. It's just how it works. And while Paul Lerman, if I said that correctly, I think he made a good Percy Jackson. Maybe the script wasn't right, but I think he would make a great Percy Jackson. But he was too old. That's the problem, and he's definitely too old now. So you need to find someone younger. I would love to play Percy Jackson, but I know I'm too old. It's just how it is, So get the characters round about the same age this time, because the whole thing relies around him being 12, because the last book in the Percy Jackson series, he needs to be 16, because the whole point is when he turns 16. That's just how it is. Anyway, I'm not going to rant or talk too much about that point anymore. We'll be going straight on to number 2. It takes me In at number 2, we have a very small one, right? It's something that isn't major, but I think it could make a pretty big impact onto the series as a whole, and whether or not we get all 5 series, 4 depending if they do the Demigod Files, and potentially the Heroes of Olympus. And it's quite simple. Make Percy Jackson sassy. That's what we all love. We all loved it when he's being sassy and sarcastic, the way he is, but you can't just do normal people sassy or sarcasm. You have to make it Percy like in the books, because that's what we love. It's very simple, but it's important. And it's just simple to do. It takes me So, the third point is quite a simple point. Yet again, not like a huge hard thing to do. It's quite simple, and it's choose characters that look like they do in the book. Like, as you can see as you can see here, Clarissy looks nothing like she does. She's meant to. Annabeth looks nothing alike. To be honest, the person they chose for Clarissy is naturally blonde and would suit Annabeth more than the person they chose. I do like the person they chose, like, as an actress, but as Annabeth, not really. So hopefully they can get it right. Hopefully Annabeth can be blonde, a little bit tan, green, not green eyes, grey eyes, you know, or at least they can do CGI grey eyes or something like that, you know. Just make them look like the character. It's not that hard, but it can really help the people who've read the books connect with it more and put them more at ease, as that was one of the biggest complaints with the movies.
It takes me down.
As you've noticed with the trend of these last few, is they're very simple. This one is, it's a simple idea, maybe not as simple, but it's one of the most important, if not the most important. Good adaptation. It's where the first one failed the most. The adaptation wasn't good enough. Now, when I say good adaptation, yes, you can move away from the, books a little, but keep it true. Keep it as close to the material as you can, or if you experiment a little, make sure it sticks to the theme of the book. And something you could expect to happen. And adapt it good to the screen. Make everything as it's meant to be. Or you can have your own creative licensing, but keep it to the theme.
It takes me down.
In at a respectable number 5, we have world and lore building. Now, what I mean by this is literally, as it sounds, build the world of Percy Jackson and add lore into it, because a lot of that was missing previously in the movies, and there's so much lore to, the lore of Percy Jackson, but also the Greek mythology and the world, and they need to do it justice, I think. As I'm recording the voiceover for this late, I had to change location of where I'm filming, so if you hear a noise in the background, it's a broken tap.
It takes me down.
Point number 6 is very obvious, and it's action scenes. We want proper action scenes. In the first one, I mean in the movies, there were some decent action scenes, there were some good ones. But we want proper action scenes. Also, while we're talking about this, I don't want no shitty Chronos either. I want a proper Chronos. But Percy Jackson can have some of the best fighting scenes because they're actual proper fights, including power and technical skills. When I say power, I don't just mean strength and speed combined, because it does, but I mean the abilities, and show the different abilities. Percy is one of the best swordsmen. Well, he becomes one of the best, if not arguably the best. Annabeth, show her being smart in combat. That's literally it. Anyway, but you want to make every fight feel like it has stakes, whether it's a reasonably low scale fight, make it seem big at the time, and then as you go later and the stakes get bigger, still do the action right. Don't just get everything overcrowded.
It takes me down.
Now this is the smallest point on the list, and the smallest point I'll probably ever make on any list, and it's diversity. Rick Riordan Uncle Rick is known for making diverse cast in all of his books, and that's not like in the Percy Jackson universe, and that's definitely not different in the Percy Jackson universe. It's very, very diverse, and not just in ethnicity, but in sexuality and pretty much everything. You've got Black in Beckford in the Percy Jackson series, and later on in the Heroes of Olympus you get different. Nico is gay, you don't find that until the Heroes of Olympus, but just make it diverse, make it feel like the real world, but better. But yeah, get that diversity in, because I'm looking back at the movies and I didn't see as much diversity, like nowhere near enough. But yeah, simply diversity.
It takes me down.
Turns out the next few points are going to be quite quick as well, not just number 7, 8, 9 and 10. Well, pretty much 8 is a simple one, with dyslexia and ADHD getting proper representation, because this is what makes a half-blood. The ADHD is the battle reflexes that keeps them alive, and the dyslexia is the brain being hardwired for ancient Greek and a bit of Latin. That is what makes a Greek demigod, who they are, as well as, it's part of them. And it crops up quite a lot. So they need to make sure that they get this right and done properly and respectfully in the series, because everyone with dyslexia and ADHD, which I do have both of as well, instead of feeling like it's a disability, kids can now look up to it and go, well, my favourite hero, my favourite characters have these, and it's not a disability, it's a superpower by itself, and that is magical.
It takes me down.
The 9th point in this list is literally set up the Heroes of Olympus. Now, make references to it, or have maybe a Dionysus and Chiron talk about it. Maybe not talk about it, but leave little hints and set up the world for it, and transition it. Not too much, not where casual viewers or even most readers will be won't notice until it's the Heroes of Olympus, but set it up so that once you've finished, do the Heroes of Olympus. Now this is towards the end of the list because I know it's going to be one of the most difficult to do, and you don't know if you're going to do a Heroes of Olympus, which I'm sorry, but you have to. But it's that simple.
It takes me down.
Number 10 is quite simple. Be unique. Don't be like every other fighting and superhero video. Don't be like every single Wizarding World type gods stuff. Just be unique. Be itself. It is one of the best books I've ever read, and it could be the best movie I've ever seen. Well, series, if done correctly. Be unique. Don't copy anyone else. Be yourself. It's that simple. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Comment 10 things you'd like to see, and be sure to come back next week where we do the same thing for Lucifer Season 5.